Hello, 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 everybody. Hi, my name is E. This is E's Creations Paint Party. It's Friday night. What? So, we're painting Winter Tree Magic. I am on a 16 by 20 canvas. It is 20 up and down, 16 across, 16 by 20. If you're working on something different, that is totally fine. As long as you're in the general area of the canvas that I am in, you will be fine. Say hello, hello. If you're painting with me tonight, let me know if anyone's painting with me tonight. The palette this evening, which, you know, this happens, is white, yellow, blue, and black. What's awesome about this painting is it's only 3 colors. So you can make it anything you want. This is actually a turquoise green. It's not really showing up. Even when I photographed it, it didn't show up very well. I mean, you could see the notes of green in it, but for some reason the video is not capturing it. But you can make it purple, you can make it grays, you can make it, you know, Kelly greens. You can go any color scheme that you want to go with. So that would be the background, and everything else is added with just using white paint. So hello, Dawn. Hello, everybody. I'll get to you guys in a second. So just to let you know that all of my replays are available on YouTube. Same name, E's Creations Paint Party. Over on YouTube. That's where they are forever. They're only available on Facebook for 30 days. Alright, so make sure you head over there and subscribe. All of my artwork is available for purchase. We are taking holiday orders. There's a seasonal sale of 30% off. Everything's free shipping. That's E's Creations Art on Etsy. All of my videos are kid friendly, so I'm going to try to watch this thing. If you guys could watch your comments, that would be great. Always free to watch. Tips are appreciated. Canvases aren't free. They're not free. So I have Venmo and PayPal. There's the links to that. Okay, guys? Oh, and I hit a button. I don't know what I hit, but I hit a button. There we go. All right, guys. And on my posts, if you guys, engagement is... I'm getting like 3 likes on my videos and my posts, and I know people are watching them because they're like, oh, I really love the fact that you showed us how to do clouds. And then I look at the video and there's only 3 likes on the video. So if you guys could, please, it means a lot to the creators out there, not only myself, but anybody else you may watch. Just take that extra second to hit the like button and share button. I know Dawn shares my videos. Thank you so much, Dawn. So if you could just hit those buttons, that would be amazing. It doesn't cost anything, and it really, really helps us as creators to get out there and for other people to see us and to grow our community. So please, 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 please hit buttons. Dawn, thank you for coming in with the stars. We got Tina B in the house. OG Tina B. I can't show you both at once what I'm working on and where we're going, so take your cream shot. Take your cream shot. I'm talking great already. Alright, let's scroll comments. Okay, there we go. We got Dawn in the house. Hello, Dawn, coming in with stars. Thank you, Dawn. Dawn and Marcia. I didn't forget, but I sort of kind of forgot. I just put it back on my radar for your nifty brushes, okay? So, I didn't... Hi, Laura, how are you? I didn't forget. Well, it's one of these, like... I had stuff going on, so it kind of went that way. So I just moved it more this way to send your nifties out, okay? So if you're looking for them, I didn't do it yet. All right, Tamara, drive safe, sweetheart. Drive safe. Oh, awesome. I'm glad your visit went well. All right, so there we go. All right, you guys ready? You guys ready for the almighty blank canvas? Actually, it's not blank. It's got stuff on it. But that's okay, because we're going with darker colors. So I'm going to cover it up. Pay no attention to any of this. I had an in-person party on Wednesday, and this was my instructional. So, Christmas Tree Magic. You guys voted, and this is what won. You guys voted, and this is the painting that won, was Christmas Tree Magic. So, we're going to go in. Like I said, it is actually a turquoise. So I'm going to start off with white. We're going to start off with some yellow. We're going to start off with some extra blue. Okay, and you're just going to cover your whole canvas swiping back and forth. And you can make this as dark or as light as you want it to be. Alright, if you want it more turquoise and it's coming out more green, you just add more blue to it. And I'm going to make it dark and moody. I'm going to add a little bit of black. Just a smidge. Just a smidge of black in there, that's all. Because I want mine to be a little dark and a little moody. Moody! And we're going to cover the whole canvas. Back and forth. If you want it more blended out, you keep swiping it. If you want to have the separation of colors, which I like to have, you put it on, and then you leave it alone. You just keep it moving. Keep it moving. Yes, yes. So, how was everybody's couple of weeks? It got cold in Jersey. We have ice rain outside right now. Don't know how I feel about that. So every little bit I'm just going to add some black to it. So this way it adds another little dimension of color. That's all. And we're just feeling a nice, thank you Marcia for the stars. You are a sweetheart. Thank you so much, darling. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That means more to me than I think you guys even know. You have no idea. So thank you so much for that, sweetie. Thank you, thank you. Just going back and forth. I know, I'm singing. I don't have any background music on, so I'm going to wind up breaking into song through this video. I apologize now. Because it's going to happen. We're just swiping back and forth. Making all these pretty colors happen. Hi, Carolyn. How are you? Carolyn hits the like button. Thank you, Carolyn. Hitting the like button on my videos. It's much appreciated. She is a like button hitter. Yes, she is. Yes, yes. Thank you, sweetheart. Yes, yes. I gotta write Carolyn down on our roll call. Oh, yeah. 6,000%. This painting is easy peasy lemon squeezy. So I've been trying to, you guys voted in. You wanted Winter Tree Magic when I did the poll. It snuck in there. It snuck in there as first. I was surprised. It wasn't looking like it was going to be first, and then when I saw the final count, it snuck in there. You guys, thank you, darling. I don't know if you guys saw the post I made of the results, but it snuck in there. And Snow Friends was up there. I know the Cardinal was last. And then we have the winter scene with the barn. The winter scene with the barn is in there too. So, it's Thanksgiving, guys. You guys ready for Thanksgiving? I'm not doing anything on Thanksgiving. I am going to a dinner Sunday. Alright. Got our background on. Woot, woot. Okay, so I'm going to wipe off Big Boy and put him in the water. And we're grabbing Fluffy. We're going to grab Fluffy because we're going to make clouds. Oh, so Big Boy is a 1-inch flat. Fluffy is a stiff bristled brush. His bristles go everywhere. We've got Mr. Nifty in the house. Okay, we got Tiny in the house. He is a small round. All right, and we have Mini-Me, which looks just like Big Boy. He is a small shader. Okay, so that is the brushes of the evening. So we're going to grab Fluffy, and we're going to make some clouds. Thank you so much for the stars, guys. I appreciate it. So how are we going to make clouds, right? I'm grabbing white paint. I'm grabbing very little white paint, so I'm taking most of it off of there. Right? We're taking most of it off. And very lightly, how we do this? Lightly, lightly, lightly. We're just going to do swirls. Lightly, lightly, lightly. Now, if your background's still wet, that's okay. That's actually a little bit advantageous because it's going to give more depth to your clouds. Okay, so we're going to lightly put that on. And we have another one that's up here. And this is going to be really wet, so this is, you're probably going to hardly even see this. But that's okay. Do, 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 do. There we go. I got my curtain up, guys. Did you notice? We're looking fancy now. Look at this. Look at that. It only took me 4 years, but I got my curtain up. Oh, that's awesome, Marcia. Oh, that is amazing. That I love to hear that. That is amazing. No big meal. You're taking a day trip with the family. Oh, that's awesome, Tina B. That's great news, too. Yeah, I've made enough Thanksgiving dinners. I don't need to make any more. So, we're just swirling this on. And there's another one that's here. Right? You don't want to make them too bright, especially this one, because this is behind the tree. Okay, so you don't want to make it too bright, bright, bright. Light paint, swirly doos. That's all you're doing. Light paint and swirly doos. 2 new comments. Your daughter is doing Thanksgiving dinner. Ah, that's awesome. Little Logan who likes having jobs. Oh, I'm so happy for you, Marcia. Yeah, it's my niece's birthday. So we're going out to eat on Sunday. And my daughter does come up to go to her dad's. So she might stop by on Thanksgiving. Sometimes she brings me leftovers, so that's kind of cool. Butters and I appreciates the leftovers. Alright, and down here. Okay, so nothing fancy. We're not doing anything fancy. We're just swirly. Swirly, swirly. Swirly, swirly. There it is. Alright, layer 1. Okay, so as we're waiting for that to dry, we're going to go in with Mini Me. A small shader, and we're going to do our snow dots. So I'm grabbing very little white paint, and we're going to do little circles. I'm just doing scribble circles, because then you're going to take your finger and soften them out. And you can have as many of these or as little of these as you want. Okay, so I'm literally just putting a dot and then taking my finger and swirling it around. That's all I'm doing. See? There's the proof. Sounds like you guys have some pretty amazing plans. That's cool. And it's up to you how big or how small you want these to be. It looks really pretty, and it's not hard to do at all. Literally just put a dot and smush it around. Oh, there you go, Laura. You're procrastinating getting your stuff together for the craft event. I understand. I always got my stuff together the night before. all the time. Every single time. Okay. So, we have those in place. And now I am going to see where my tree's going to go. So, I'm just going to hold my brush here. I'm going to pull. The faster I pull, straighter it's going to be. Boom. There's my tree. We're going to take white paint. And we're going to flick this way. And we're going to flick that way. Right? So we're just putting in where the tree's going. That's all we're doing. Flick this way and flick that way. All the way down. And just make your flicks a little bit bigger as you get further down, right? So it started off small up here. And now I'm just getting them to be a little bigger and bigger as I work my way down. You can also do this with your big boy brush if this is getting to be a little tedious for you. It's layer 1, so you're not worried about the details really. So if I take big boy and add white paint, okay, I could also do it with big boy. This tree's going to be fatter than the first tree. This tree had some turkey dinner. I went a little happy with my flickies. Okay, and then your trunk. Right, so you're just putting in where it's going. Right? We're not too concerned with anything but just where it's going. And I'm just softening it out so I don't have any goopy gobbies of paint. So I am just softening it out so I won't have goopy gobbies and my flicky doos will work when I want my flicky doos to work. Hello, Anne. How are you, sweetheart? Okay, we're going to go back now. It's just adding layers. It's just adding layers. So we're going to go back to Fluffy. We're going to grab some white paint. What's going on, Anne? How are you? We're going to grab the white paint. Right? Take some of it off. Very, very lightly. Go in and add the brighter parts of our clouds. Wherever you want those to be. So we're just slightly swiping. Very, very, very little paint. Very little paint. You can always add more. Okay. So we're just adding to the clouds. Okay. Not too bright on the cloud that's by the tree, right? We don't want it too bright, so I'm going to just press a little harder so it's not as bright. There we go. And then where the tree is sitting, I'm going to do small, because this is more like a little snowy clouds, so I'm going to do these just little circular pieces. Okay, give it a little more oomph. Again, very, very little paint. Very little paint, and then as it runs out on your brush, you just start tapping and dabbing and smushing. Okay? So I'm swiping it on, and then I'm tapping, dabbing, and smushing. Alright, next layer of the glow circles, the stars or snowflakes or whatever you want them to be. Again, just put a dot, swirl around, and you just keep building on these. You can make them as bright as you want them to be, or as soft as you want them to be. It's completely up to you. It's your world. They're fun to do. They're easy to do. And it's just a dot of white, swirling it around. And like I said, you can make them as bright as you want. If you don't want them as bright, you do less layers. You use less paint. Okay? And you just swirl in a circle. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Just like the shirts say. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And then we're going to go back to our tree. And we're going to do flicky-doos with Tiny now. White paint. Okay, so you're going to do your flicky-doos. Right? So, right, make little triangles. And then you make a little triangle up here, flicky outwards. And then you're just going to close up. Work off of that. So, you notice I'm going towards the middle part, and then I'm flicking outwards. And I'm not covering all the dark up. Okay, you don't want it solid white. Okay, so I'm not covering up these little areas in here. And you're going to do this all the way down your tree. Right? So you go this way, you go in this direction. Okay, in the middle, you kind of just do a little bit of an angle. And then on the edges, you can flicky a little bit more. Okay, try not to make rows. Like, break it up so it's not a row your boat. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be a row, but you don't have to have it perfectly all lined up to be, like, you could definitely see it as a row. Like, I'm talking like this. Don't. Alright, some of you love to have everything all uniform and the same shape and the same size. Tina and some of my other painters. So, you want to have it to where it's broken up. I'm just fixing that now, so it's going to look a little wonky because I painted it to show you what not to do. You too, Laura. Same with you too. Okay. Right, and then we're going to put a little bit on our trunk, just a tiny little bit, just to highlight it. That's all. Just a tiny little bit. And then we're going to draw our star. Okay, so you're going to make a cross. And then you make an X. Right? And then you follow that line. Pick your hand up. Put the other part. Follow that line. Pick your hand up. Put the other part. Follow that line. Pick your hand up. Okay, so this way it matches the angle of your line. Right, so there is your star. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you, darling. There is your star. And then the last thing you guys do, I told you this is a nice, simple, easy painting. So then you could go back in and you could add extra you can brighten your cloud some more, right? We always go to about 3 layers. So you can go back in and add. I made it to where this was where it hits the cloud on being brighter. So I'm just doing very light sweeps of hitting the cloud some more. All like from where the tree is. Right, I'm swiping and then doing a couple of dabs. All right, swiping, couple of dabs. Very little paint on my brush. See, swiping, couple of dabs, and then you go back in and you could soften. Like I'm not pressing hard. Swiping, couple of dabs. When the paint runs out of my brush, I go back and I soften. And then you could, I'm just smushing on this one. Add some brighter areas, right? But you don't want to lose this, okay? So make sure that you're not losing that. There's like, the only time I put paint was here. Now I'm just moving the paint around. Okay, now I'm just moving the paint around. So very, very little paint. And then the last step, guys, easy peasy lemon squeezy. I told you, easy peasy lemon squeezy. The last step, I took Nifty and I put even smaller branches on it. Not branches, pine needles. I don't know, whatever you call these things. So I took Nifty and I put smaller little pieces on here. This Nifty's not in good shape, just to let you know. It's not in a good shape. You really like this painting, Ann? Yeah, this Nifty's not Niftying. So we're gonna end the torture there. See these? That was Nifty. See all these tiny little things? That was Nifty. Okay? And if you find yourself to where you're getting too bright, right? You lost some of the darkness in your tree, you can always go back in. You could always go back in and grab your background color and put some of that back in if you need to. So if you wound up with a spot that, let's say right here, it's all mushed up and you can't really see the difference between the needles and stuff, I can go back in with my background color. So this is just in case you do this, you can fix it. Go back in, you put your darks back in, and then once that dries, you can put the flicks back on top. Being more careful not to lose the dark areas, okay? So if you do a little oopsie oopsie and you got too excited, this is that's how you fix it. That is how you fix it. Told you I want to break into song. And on that note, ha 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 ha. On that note, you like the glow behind the star on the original? Oh yeah, I forgot that part. That's literally, you're just doing the circle smudge. You're just doing the circle smudge around the, behind the star. So you take the, take your white paint, okay, and this is before you draw the star part. And you're just going to do the circle smudge like you did everything else. Right? It's just a bigger one, that's all. And once you have that, then you go in and you put the brighter star on top of it. Thanks, Tina B. I totally forgot that that was there. So that is how you put simple. Yes. See, you're going to have a dirty finger though. You're going to have a dirty finger. Yeah. And you can also add to your smudges if you want to do, if you want to have your like circle smudge. Let's pick this guy. And then you kind of want to do like a little orb thing. You just put some swipes around it. And then soften those out. And you can make it look like an orb. If you want to. Like, if you like something like that. So, right? No worries. So you can do something like that too. Like I said, you can take your brush and follow the circle and make it even brighter if you want to. There's a whole bunch of different things you can try with the smudgy. So I could put like a really bright side on this and make it look more like, let's see. Let's pick this smudgy. Like you could put, you could, where am I? Here. Okay. Like you could put a really bright side on that. And then it makes it look more like a snowball. That didn't show up too well. Let me try this one. This one's a little darker. That one was too bright to show you. Whoop. Let's go to... Can you see that one? Is it in the camera? Oh, here's one. This one will work. Let's find you a dot. Hold on, guys. We're going for a trip. Alright, let's do that one. See that one? Right there? If you just put the bright on the one side, it makes it look like more like a snowball. Okay, you couldn't see, this one was a little too bright, and then you could also just put a little tiny bit right there, and then it makes it look like a snowball. So these little smushy dots are a lot of fun, right? So you got snowballs, you got just soft and bright all the way around. You got where they can look like an orb if you want to. So lots of different things you guys can try with the smudge. So that's more 3D. That's just nice and soft, just smudging all the way around. That looks like the orb. So you have all these different things you can try. Like you said, Tina, simple but effective. Okay, so we had Tina, Dawn, Marsha, Laura, Tamara, and Carolyn and Ann hanging out tonight. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I'm going to see you in 2 weeks. I hope you all have an amazing Turkey Day. Have an amazing Thanksgiving. And we'll see what's next. I don't know. I know you want snow, friends. I'm kind of holding off on it. But we'll definitely do one, though. And I'm going to see you real soon, alright? So you guys have an amazing weekend. Thanks for hanging out. Y'all warm my heart. Have a great Turkey Day. And I'll see you real soon. Alright, bye-bye.